Hey all, Prepper for the Ages here, coming at you again from my living room. Good evening, or good morning. Um, have a little bit of a rant. Okay, it's not a rant. It's just perspective. I thought it was a rant. It's more perspective on what's going on. The other day I saw a guy on national news being interviewed. He was a bar manager and he wanted unemployment to be gone. I don't know if he wanted to be the extra $300 gone or all unemployment gone because he could not compete with unemployment on drawing prospective employees in to work for his wages, and he thought his wages were wonderful. His wages were $10 an hour. He was very happy that he would pay a bartender $10 an hour. He thought that was great. I can tell you, even with tips, no, $10 an hour. Yeah, I can see why unemployment is was be more attractive. But the problem I see here with a business owner doing that, wanting to force people, um, does does that benefit come with an extra bonus of living in your car in the parking lot when you're not actually working? Okay, I'll stop. All right, so from a success strategic perspective, and any CEO will tell you this, from a strategic perspective, let's say you offer the guy $10 an hour. He's working for you for $10 an hour. Okay, gender neutral. They are working for you for $10 an hour. Some guy, some person, comes along and says, "You're a good bartender. Here, yeah, I'll offer you $11 an hour." That's a 10% wage increase. 10%. Now, if you're going to be the bar owner at $10 an hour, I don't think you're a very honorable bar owner, bar manager, in that you want someone, you were practically trying to force someone to work for you for that little money that they could not survive. You can't survive. Doesn't pay for a car payment, doesn't pay for a house payment, doesn't pay for an apartment, doesn't pay to be a housemate, and it doesn't pay to be have roommates either. You can't be a roommate and be on $10 an hour, plus tips, plus any tips you can beg from your customers. So I would imagine that they would take the 10% pay raise, and would they give 2 weeks notice to the bar manager or to the owner? I don't know. It all depends on how honorable that person thought of you for giving them, or oh, I can only pay you $10 an hour. And meanwhile, you're taking the bar profits every night. Well, it's my bar. I deserve it. I'm the owner. I'm the manager. $10 an hour is not anything to live on. $15 an hour really isn't anything to live on either. But they would take the 10% pay raise. They'll go to somewhere else. So you've hired this person. They probably paid for their own bartending school. You trained them. They started working for you. They've been trained. They are there. But then they're not. Why? Because as a capitalist, you as a bar owner, as a capitalist, did the well, it's the big capitalist thing of collecting profit and assigning wages so to maximize profit. Well, when the chance comes, they're going to be the capitalist, and they're going to say, okay, $10, $11 an hour is a 10% raise, and then they may or may not. I would imagine they're not going to. I'm imagining they're not going to stop until they get a wage that's a livable wage. So they will go, and they will climb up the ladder, and they will find place to work after place to work that pays more and has a better wages, better benefits. Because the bartender, I can't imagine. You're coming home at night, you're smelling of beer, stale cigarettes, and vomit because you had to clean out. Not only did you have to do the bar stuff, you had to clean out the bathrooms at the end of the night as well. So, yeah, I don't think they're thinking strategically. I think the people that want to kill unemployment for people that work bare $8 an hour, $10 an hour, yeah, I'm thinking they're not strategic in offering those jobs. And perhaps it would be a better thing, instead of complaining to the government, to cut what minimum there is for unemployment. Perhaps it would be a better long-term strategy to offer a wage in which people can better live. Okay. All right, rant over. But okay, as a manager, as an owner, if you're ever CEO, the good successful CEOs, and I've seen a lot of successful CEOs and owners. They pay a good living wage. They give good benefits, and people are loyal. And I'm happy to say I'm one of those people. Very lucky. I work for a company that pays wonderfully, has wonderful benefits, great people to work with and work for. So, you know, I can just imagine the next person would want to also have a good job where they're compensated well, and they don't have to worry about where their next paycheck or where their next, you know, where their next gig is or where their next place to live is. Okay. All right. Well, that's my rant for now. Okay. All right. Prepper for the Ages signing out for now.